Hey everybody. Okay, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and this is going to be my review for Chasing Dallas Season 2, Episode 5, Musical Chairs. Baby, this was a whole lot of that turned into a whole lot of. So let's get in where we fit in. Of course, they do the what happened last time. We already know it's been a week. Let's get into this episode. So Premier and Reese sit down and have a conversation. You know, in the game night episode, they got into it. People were pushed. Somebody got cussed out. Feelings were hurt. Blase Blue all supposedly behind Antonio and text messages that were shown. Now, the receipt that they showed for the text message looked manufactured to me. It didn't look like a real conversation. Like, it just seemed like, why is it just those two messages that you only see? Where's the rest of the flow? The flow of the conversation that didn't make any. It didn't look right. It just was me. I don't think it was just me. It didn't look like a real receipt. It looked like something you manufactured for the show. Just throw some up on the screen. But I could, Okay, so they have a conversation. They work it out. We friends. We gonna get along. Blase Bloom, and they hug it out. Another thing, Premier, I don't know what you were wearing in this scene. You were real cute in your blazer and turtleneck in your confessional, but this scene with this fringy shirt, black shirt, and them pants, the McDonald pants with the yellow and the orange on them, baby, I don't know what that was. Please don't put those on again. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. All right. So next we go to Dior, who's going to help this teenager. Apparently, the baby girl was on the news, but her mama talk about they paid this designer $600 for a dress for the prom, and no dress and no money. So Dior was there to help her get ready for prom. She was able to get another dress. He did her hair. Her makeup was flawless. She was beautiful. It was a whole lot of pomp and circumstance for a prom. Not that I didn't have a lot of pomp. Like, my mom had a brand new fresh Mercedes. She let my date drive for the prom. I remember my dress because I was still a big girl then. I got this purple. I had no fashion sense back then. Don't judge me. It was 1993. 94. It's 94. It's 93. It's 94. I'm old. It was a lot back then. Listen, the person I went to prom with ended up being my baby daddy. Like, it's a lot. It's a whole, he was my first love. All that good happy crap. So, baby girl looked gorgeous. Her eyes she had smoked eye. She looked too grown. But it's just me, my mama feelings. She didn't look her age. She looked a little good, 26, 27 years old. But like, don't crack. She gonna look that way for the next 30 years. All right. So we didn't go to Carrie D. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm rushing this. I feel like not much happened. But we're gonna get into it. So Carrie D is Oliver called Carrie D and said, would you like to perform at this club in Atlanta? So Carrie D, being a performer, the RuPaul method of getting it in, never say no to a gig, no matter how big or small. So he hops the red eye, goes to Atlanta to sing at this gig. Now, I appreciated about 95% of that performance. First of all, there was no stage. He was just standing in the middle of a crowd. He could have been anybody just talking into a mic. I feel like it was like an open mic. It wasn't like a real, I don't know if something was going on. Secondly, your low notes, your mid-range, your chest voice, beautiful. When you hit that head voice into that falsetto, it's a little spotty. I feel like you didn't have the chance, like you were tired and your voice was tired and you weren't warmed up appropriately. So when you went to reach for notes that normally wouldn't give you an issue, they were smidge sharp. Just like, this is your note. You were here. Like, that's what that was giving me. You was giving me Alicia Keys after she stole that woman's husband and now the Lord done snatched her vocal cords. That's what you were giving me with them high notes, baby. Like, you was almost, like you was just right. Like, you was almost. But that chest voice, beautiful. And the runs, Wonderful. I just felt like you were tired and you were reaching for, you know, when you're tired and you trying to reach for notes and you almost there because it's a muscle memory. So you know where you're going. It's just that your voice is like, bitch, I'm not doing this with you today. I don't fucking told you. I feel like I'm big cussing a lot. I think I need some, I almost said something real inappropriate. Okay. So we then go to King Kane he is doing some market research. Basically, is what he's doing. He's in this store called Skivvies where they sell underwear, and he's going to start a jockstrap underwear lingerie line. So he's doing market research. He's going out into the market. He's seeing what's selling. He's seeing what's being sold right now to try and bolster to give him, some research and market data, what is being sold for, that kind of thing. So he knows how to approach his so he knows how to approach the line, and it's a very smart thing to do, and that's what good business people do, is they do market research and things of that nature before they go out and start a line. So he's there with Kane. Kane is there with Rock and Trey, and they're just having a conversation. I don't listen. Rock is like the way Kane was talking about Trey, called him girl and his sis and blah, 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 and Rock was under the impression that Trey was a girl, and he was like, "Is it a girl?" And he was like, "No, he's very much a guy." He was like, "Oh," and Kane was like, "That's just gay-isms. We call each other sis, homegirl, da 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 da." He's like, "Well, don't ism me. I am a man. Don't misgender me. Thank you very much. Whatever your pronouns are, sir, that is what we will call you. If you listen, everybody, however you identify, whatever pronouns that you would like to be called, that is your right to ask when that kind of conversation is brought up. What gender specific pronouns do you like to be called, if any at all?" And I didn't see a problem with it. He seemed a little forceful. But I don't know. That's that masculinity stuff. That has nothing to do with me. I got plenty of estrogen. I don't have them issues. Okay. So they have their little conversation and they listen. It was like, okay. And then they showed him a picture of his penis, and Trey act like he's like, "Oh, I was expecting an anaconda." He pulled out a boa constrictor. Some boa constrictors are bigger than anacondas. That's all I'm going to say, baby. That's all I'm going to say. I feel like he was putting 5 on 15. He was a little underwhelmed with what was going. Okay, but if you're not impressed, then so be it. I don't know what that man's penis looks like, so I can't even gauge or give you anything because I've never seen any of his films. I got nothing. I didn't know he was a person that existed on this planet until the beginning of this season. So I just okay. So here comes the foo-la-la that we've been waiting for. So we go to George's house. George is having a get-together. He has invited some of the cast. His best friend Duran is going to be there. Markel, Dior, Reese. I think that's it. That's who came to his situation. Now, first of all, you invite people to your house on the 4th of July and all you have is hot dogs and chips. You couldn't even upgrade that to some Johnsonville brats. Then the day before you was making potato salad, and then when Reese asked you about the potato salad, you like, "Ain't no, that's not for that was, why are you talking about the past?" Wait, what? No, beloved, that's not. No. I'm fat. You can't invite me. No, don't invite me to a gathering where there's supposed to be food and I get there and there's bullshit. I'm going to be mad and possibly going to cuss you out, then going to Postmate some real food to your house so that I can eat, because I came here expecting there to be food. I don't know what the fuck you thought. Okay. That was just my fat girl rant about this whole food situation at this cookout. But that is neither here nor there. So they go out to the little pool area where the grill is, and they're cooking out on the grill. Dior talk about that he done invited me to this weenie roast. I don't know why, but that took me out. Can I just say Dior is always immaculately dressed and I'm here for it? Absolutely. Now, I could have sworn I saw at one point, I saw Trey Womack in some god awful outfit that had some flowered board shorts and a like a checker print shirt, but I wasn't sure. He moved fast and we didn't see that person again. So I could be very wrong. Trey Womack, if that wasn't you, baby, I'm sorry. But excuse me, Reese tried to warn George from jump. Look, me and Markel are not in a good space. We already done got in one altercation where he tried to mush me with his finger and he threw a drink at me. So we then get to Markel gets to the situation and circumstance. He speaks to everyone. Reese is immediately giving him attitude. So then they get into it, and Markel is like, all of this talk. He's like, where are your friends? You don't, none of your friends, you don't have no friends left in Atlanta. You don't, the friends when you first moved here to Dallas, you're not friends with them anymore. You left and came back, and now I guess these are your new friends because they trying to be all up your butt and blah, 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 blah. Now, listen, I'm just going to tell you, this is just Ebony talking. This is Abby talking. Reese, I like you. I like you a lot. However, I'm seeing a pattern with you and your relationships with people on the show and off the show, and the common denominator just seems to be you, beloved. And if there's always a problem and you are the only common denominator with all of the problems, baby, you might be the problem. I need you to do some self-reflection. Okay. But you said you in therapy, so I'm gonna let you cook for a minute, because therapy will sometimes bring out some toxic shit before you get to healing. All right. So then they go to reading each other down back and forth, and Markel is like, you was homeless and something. Did he say he was homeless or he was evicted and something? I don't know. He said a bunch of stuff that was below the belt. And then Reese came back, like they were reading each other down to the ground. And Reese, Markel was like, well, where's your product? Everybody else had to have a product on this show. And Reese very correctly said, the show was my product. Let me be very clear. EP of the show financed the first season of the show. There's my product. I don't understand what you don't understand about if there was not me having this idea to do this thing in this city. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. My bad. Because Really B is getting ready to premiere a video and I had it playing in the background and I forgot that. Oh, God. Okay. So then Markel tried to throw Reese under the bus with the baby, and he tried to talk about George tried to steal Antonio from his best friend Duran. Apparently Antonio and Duran were a thing, and George was like, hey, right church, wrong pew, bruh. Don't run into this brick wall and commit suicide. This is not what you want. He's like, let me be very clear. I talked to Antonio for a few minutes. I met him first. I talked to him for a little while. We decided that he just wasn't my type. We just didn't click. That's not what we were going to do. And then he started talking to Duran, knowing that Duran was his best friend. I don't know if that's why he started talking to Duran. I really don't think so. But that's neither here nor there. Then they was like, okay, that's it. This is just going to be over. And we just going to leave. Now, Markel goes to leave and he's standing over there and Reese throws a drink on Markel just like he threw a drink in the previous episode. Markel picks up a chair, throws it at Reese. So I throw a paperclip at you and you throw a Scud missile at me. Like, I don't understand. It's not even proportionate to the same thing. I threw some juice at you and you threw a whole chair at me. Now, at this point, when he threw the chair, wouldn't have been nothing nobody could have done, because I would have proceeded to whoop his ass, because that's just who I am as a person. But then again, I probably wouldn't have thrown no joke. I would have drunk in the first place. If I was really feeling froggy, I'd have leapt across there and with a boop, 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 boop on top of his head from jump. Wouldn't have been no drink thrown. I'd have just, because once I hit you with the, okay, then I'm diving head first, and then we just gonna have to windmill it out until somebody come out on top. That's just who I am as a person. Sue me. So then we go to scenes from the next episode. I guess we're going to deal with the fallout from the fight. And then they showed us scenes from the rest of the season and this big ass brawl, melee, kerfuffle that happens at this lingerie party. We will see what happens in the next episode. Listen, drop down in these comments. Tell me if you watched the episode. Were you here for it? Were you here for any of the fashions? Because I decree and declare unto you that Reese is doing something funky with these confessionals, because he had a theme going where he had like a different wig, and now he has no wig and this little Catherine's beaded shirt on. Something ain't right. I can't put my finger on it yet. I don't know. I feel like he did this last week and then added it in. Something ain't right. And I think that's why they took the week off. I don't know. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what you think. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget that I have a giveaway going on my second channel at Tatted and Fluffy. Please watch the newest episode of the podcast to get the directions on how to enter into the giveaway. Contest ends on February 29th. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Now I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.